What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today, I am continuing my Sword and Shield TCG set review by rating all of the Metal-type Pokemon cards from the set. Before we get into that, though, shout out to PotownStore.com, where you can use code Celio for 5% off on PTCGO codes like Sword and Shield, PAX, Meowth, VMAX, and Alolan Sand/GX. Pretty much any PTCGO code you need, make sure you're getting it from Potown Store. And also check out FlipsideGaming.com, where I write free articles, and you can use code Celio, all caps, for 10% off of your orders, $10 or more. So a quick rundown on how I'll be rating these cards. I'm going to do it based on their viability in the Ultra Prism through Sword and Shield standard format. I will be omitting pre-evolution cards unless they are notable, so we don't have to sift through all the bulk. And remember that these are my opinions. Feel free to disagree and create productive discussion in the comments. Nothing I'm saying is set in stone. These are opinions, not facts. And this is my legend. So on a scale of 1 star to 5 stars, 1 star means the card is bulk, it's likely unplayable. 2 stars, the card may have use depending on other cards being good or the meta or future cards. 3 stars, it will likely see some play, cards average, give or take. 4 stars, the card is good, it will see play, and it's overall above average. And then 5 stars, the card is very good, it's potentially meta-defining, and the card will see play, and it will see success. First, we're looking at Galarian Berserker, which evolves from Galarian Meowth. It's a stage 1 with a 120 HP. The ability Sacred Heart of Steel. Your metal Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage against your opponent's active Pokemon. And then Metal Claws, just below average attack. But the ability Heart of Steel, your metal Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage. This is stackable as well. And we have strong metal Pokemon like Lucario Melmetal and Zation V. Galarian Berserker, I think, is between 3 and 4 stars. I'm gonna boost it up to 4 stars here because I do think it will see play and probably some success, but it's an above average card, and I do think it will see play. The metal package is very, very strong, and Galarian Berserker has a shot at being part of that metal package. I'm sure there will be variants of Zacian that do play Galarian Berserker lines, and the card's very strong, and it will be a big part of the strategy in the decks that it is involved in. Next, we got Galarian Stunfisk, basic 120 HP with the ability Foothold Trap. If this is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon, and then Damage Rush is a bad attack. But Foothold Trap, I think, is pretty interesting. Maybe it'll have some niche uses in the future. I had nothing right off the bat that I want to put this card in. I mean, sure, it could be used in like a hit and run deck or something, but I don't think it's very good, but it's not complete bulk. It's there, it's like a consideration when you're playing a hit and run deck, but I'm not sure if it will actually ever make it into one of those. Ferrothorn, we just got a bulk card here, 1 star. Triple Smash, 30 times the number of heads, and you flip 3 coins, and then Energy Slap, 100, and you can move all energy from Ferrothorn to one of your bench Pokemon. This Pokemon isn't doing a ton of damage, isn't doing anything great utility-wise. It's, yeah, 1 star bulk. Next, we got Corviknight, 170 HP, stage 2. Peck for 50 for an energy, and then Iron Wing, which is the interesting attack here. Metal colorless, 130. You may discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. If you do, during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon receives 100 less damage, or takes 100 less damage from attacks, is probably how the translation will read. So 130, you discard 2 of your energy, and next turn this Pokemon takes 100 less damage. So they would have to do 270 to one-shot a metal stage 2, 300 if you have a frying pan on it, 330 if you've used Full Metal Gear this turn, or Full Metal Wall, Full Metal Gear. Okay, that's a... yeah, if you've used Full Metal Wall GX from Luke Metal, we'll leave that one in. That's pretty funny. So Corviknight, maybe some niche use for Iron Wing. It's not complete bulk. The attack has some interesting merit to it. Maybe you could just wall with Corviknights, especially in the future when the new Twin Energy comes out, and this would only cost metal Twin Energy. So not complete bulk. Maybe there's something there in the future, but it's not very good. Next, we've got Zation V, the best Pokemon in the entire set. Zation V is insane. 5-star Pokemon, 220 HP basic. It has the attack Brave Blade, which for 3 metal energy does 230. And then this Pokemon can't attack next turn. So you just have to like switch out or switch into a new Zacian. So 230 for 3 energy is very, very good on a V Pokemon, since V's normally it looks like they aren't one-shotting each other. And then Intrepid Sword, once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of metal energy from there to this Pokemon. Put the other cards into your hand. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So, such a great supplementary ability for turn 0. So, going first on your first turn, you can't use supporters anymore once Sword and Shield releases. And Intrepid Sword allows you to draw cards and potentially accelerate energy. Brave Blade for 230 is such a good number. With ADP's Alter Creation, it's 260. With Fine Band, it's 270. And Intrepid Sword allows you to draw cards and accelerate. It has solid HP. It has support from Metal Frying Pan from Luca Metal. It synergizes with ADP since they both need metal energy. Metal Saucers coming out in this set. There's the Galarian Berserker we looked at. Zation V is just built for success. They're really pushing the archetype, and I do think Zation V is going to be one of, if not the best deck, the best archetype in the format for standard format. So Zation V, 5 stars, meta-defining, amazing Pokemon card. Next, we've got Mawile, kind of the opposite of Zation V there. It's just going to chalk up to a 1-star bulk card. 90 HP, it can find a friend, and it has Crunch, discard an energy attached to the defending Pokemon. I guess Crunch has a little bit of interesting value to it, but I don't think you want to Crunch for 40 when you could just Full Metal Wall or Team Yell Grunt energy back, or Crushing Hammer, and then actually swing with a good attack like Brave Blade in a metal deck. Maybe if Crunch was like on a non-metal Pokemon, since you already have better attacks in metal decks, like you have the Full Metal Wall to remove energy, and the decks can play Energy Denial as well. But on a metal Pokemon, I'm pretty sure this is just bulk and it won't be used. Next, we've got Bisharp. Change Order, 30. This attack does 30 more damage for each Pawniard on your bench. Not very good. It will max out at 150. Even if you evolved this Bisharp from a Ditto Prism and you have 4 Pawniard on your bench, that's doing a max of 150 just without things like Fine Band and Galarian Berserker. And you don't really have room on your bench for Galarian Berserker if it's full of Pawniard, so maybe like 1 max. And then every time a Bisharp gets knocked out, you have to get your Pawniards back, or the first one was evolved off of a Ditto Prism. Just not good, not good. 1-star bulk for Bisharp, sorry there. And next we got Copperajah. This card's very interesting. I like it a lot. Between 2 and 3 stars for me, but I do think it has some obvious strength with its damage output and its high HP, so it is going to come in at 3 stars. We've got Copperajah. It's a 190 HP stage 1, so very, very good HP for a non-GX, non-V, whatever, stage 1 Pokemon, just single prize. And the attack, Goen Nose, not sure if that's what it's actually going to be called, but for 3 metal energy, it does 220, so similar to Zation V's attack. But Copperajah cannot attack if there are 8 or more damage counters on this Pokemon. Or can't use this attack if there are 8 or more damage counters on this Pokemon. So you would have to run some healing options in case it's getting 2-shot, which it can actually get 2-shot. It has a whole lot of HP. So you'd probably run like Metal Frying Pan with this, so it takes less damage, and then maybe Malolana. Or in DDVs or potions or something, Pokemon Center Lady. But for 3 energy, it's doing 220. With ADP, it's doing, with Altered Creation, it's doing 250. Then if you had a Fine Band, that's 260. Or maybe add some Galarian Berserkers into the mix. So I think this actually has potential. It's a pretty good card on the surface. The issue is that Zation V can accelerate energy to itself and with Metal Saucer, and Copperajah only has Metal Saucer, so that's kind of the issue. It seems like versus Zation V would outtrade it even though it's a 2-prize Pokemon, but maybe Copperajah would be fine in other matchups, so maybe you just run Zation Vs in a Copperajah deck for the mirror so you can match its speed. But Copperajah would still be swinging out 220 like turn 2 and be pretty good versus a lot of other decks, especially if you have Frying Pan to stop damage, so it's harder for things like Pikarom to one-shot it and whatnot. I've actually put a lot of thought into Copperajah, which is why I'm going on about it so long, but Copperajah coming in at 3 stars, I do think the card has potential. The attack damage is actually very impressive, and so is its HP. Lastly, we have Zemos V. Unfortunately, this dog legendary got the short end of the stick here. So 230 HP, a little higher than Zation V. And its ability, Dauntless Shield, prevent all damage from attacks done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon VMAX, which is a solid ability if VMAX are going to be super prevalent in the standard format, which currently there are going to be a couple that are used, but none of them seem like they are going to be oppressive, and it's like super popular. And then the attack Assault Tackle for Metal Colorless 130, discard a special energy attached to the defending Pokemon. It is a very solid attack, but special energy aren't super common. The Aurora energy is going to see some play, and the Rainbow energy sees some play. I think when Twin energy comes out, this can be even better. And when we get more Pokemon VMAX in the future, Dauntless Shield will actually carry more value, as right now we have so many GXs and Tag Team GXs, and even Zation V, which is a V but not a VMAX, that's going to be very popular. So in the future, when we have more powerful Pokemon VMAX, Zamazenta will be stronger. The card, I am giving it 3 stars, even though right away it's not going to be amazing. If I'm rating this objectively just for the upcoming standard format, it's probably just going to have 2 stars, but overall I do think the card deserves 3 stars, so that's what I'm giving it. It has a solid attack, it has a good effect on its attack, and the ability will prove useful at some point. Very high HP for a basic Pokemon, and it's metal, so it has all the metal support as well. So that is going to be all of the metal type Pokemon cards we're looking at for Sword and Shield. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out PotownStore.com and FlipsideGaming.com. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.